Yo, what up, everybody? What's up, YouTube? And what's up, the great people of this podcast? I am your host, Mac Diesel, the host with the most, the best, better than the rest. And we are here on another episode of The Bakery. This episode is going to be about life updates, what I got planned for myself, what I've been experiencing, and the necessary changes I've made to make sure that I'm good, you know what I'm saying? To make sure that I'm happy at the end of the day, to make sure that I'm staying on my path, staying in my purpose, and working on my craft as much as I can, and putting the work into my stuff. Everything that I'm doing. It doesn't matter what it is. It could be drawing, it could be a podcast, it could be video games, it could be work in general. But as y'all can see, I have my hair down. I look a little rough right now. But that's okay. Because I don't have my hair braided. So it's cool. It's cool. But yeah, man, we're gonna get into that, and we're gonna get into some music, of course. Also some movies, hopefully, if I can come up with anything for that. Right now, I have nothing, and I should have something, but I have nothing because it's been one of those type of weeks. So without further ado, let's get it cracking, let's get it popping, let's get it going. So what's going on in your boy's life recently, huh? Well, a lot of things have been changing. We're in the month of October, Halloween and things coming up. Got a couple parties coming up. Life's getting a little fun. I'm able to take some time and do some fun things with that. And I don't really wear costumes, so I buy onesies because they just seem more convenient and more appropriate than dressed up as something that I'm not. I'm going to be a bear. I think. I may buy one more costume before Halloween even comes around. But who knows? That's besides the point. Let's get into the actual meat and grits of what I'm talking about. So recently, I have been making very good adult decisions and doing a lot of adulting. And let me tell you, adulting is not fun. It hasn't been fun. It never will be fun. I tell people all the time, I really want my refund. It's just kind of stinks, you gotta do dishes, then you gotta wash your clothes, then you gotta go wash your car, then you gotta put gas in your car, then let's say that your credit card expires, then you gotta wait for that to come in, then it gets sent to the wrong address, then you gotta call, it's just it's a list of things, very many things that drive you crazy, but we'll get into it. Yeah, man, I think right now I'm building up towards getting my own place. For those that know me well enough, know my situation and my living situation as well. And I don't live on my own. I haven't been able to live on my own because of going to school and not making enough money to prepare myself to move out. And a lot of that is my fault. I was not properly taking care of my business like I should have been early in the game. And now I'm kind of like a little bit behind, but that's only because of school. So I've had some experience paying for a living, but I haven't had the adult version of paying for a living. And it's encouraging, but it's also discouraging because it's a scary process that I've never been through before. I've signed a lease. I've done the whole process to get into an apartment, but it wasn't like how it is out in the real world. It was college, but it wasn't real life, like me being on my own without having the backbone of school in the process. So that kind of thing is what's getting to me a little bit, because it's like, okay, once I move, I'm gonna need couches, I'm gonna need chairs, I'm gonna need a table, I gotta get groceries, what am I gonna eat that night? And it's weird because I know I have an idea how I'm going to schedule things, just as far as like what I'm eating during the week or when I'm gonna have time to cook. But it's also fun because I'm gonna be in my own domain. So what do I mean when I say my own domain? It's going to be Castle Mac. You know what I'm saying? Like it's about me in that place. That's my house. Those are my rules. I do what I want. If I want to walk around with socks on my hands, I could. I've done that as a child, so don't judge. But yeah, I just think that's going to be the coolest part. Just being me being myself, having people come over, not having to wait till an appropriate time. They could come over at 12 o'clock if they wanted to. It's there's so many things that go into it. And so I'm preparing on Friday, which this is when this will be posting, as y'all all know. Friday morning, I'm going to go out with my dad and my cousin, and we're going to go look at some places that I might be able to live in, depending on the rent and how much I can afford, if I can afford it right now, or if I have to wait another couple months. It's a whole process. And as far as waiting a couple months, I have enough time. I have until like next June or July. Hopefully I can get it sooner, but we will see. But yeah, man, that's why I've been working so hard and putting in the effort within this and with you guys. And I definitely want to try to stream a lot more if I can. It's kind of difficult when you want to do so many things at once, where the time just kind of like gets away from you, and you have to like kind of catch yourself back up to where you're up to speed on things that you have going on. So it's a process for me. I'm pretty sure a lot of you out there, you guys have your own space already. You've lived on your own for many, many years, whether it be 6, whether it be 12, however long. You guys have all lived on your own before me. So it's something that I'm really looking forward to, because I've always told myself that when the time is right and when God sees fit for me to go through that process, I know that I'm going to go with a full steam ahead, head held up high, knowing that I'm in the right position. Because you think about it, you go back to when we were like 5, maybe even 15. From that age to teen years, we used to always say, oh man, I can't wait till I get older. I can't wait till I have my own place. I can't wait to have my own car. Let me just say for the record, I said all those things. I to my mother and my stepfather, I apologize. I want all that. I want that taken back. I take everything I said back. I didn't mean it. It was jokes. I was being controlled by somebody. They were, moving my mouth like a puppet. So I don't know who said it, but it wasn't me. But yeah, no, this process of moving up in life and making the proper changes to get where I'm trying to get has been truly amazing, truly inspiring as well. It's shown me what areas I need to grow up in. It's also shown me, what is that? It's also shown me just how to be more in tune with myself, not only myself, but with life and how things go as you grow and as you get older. Because not everything's going to be easy. Like I stated before, when we were younger, a lot of stuff was given to us. We were taken care of, always had a roof over our head, and we didn't have to pay for things. But when you get older and you start venturing off into those adult-like things, that's when a lot changes, because it's like in your head, you're like, well, this is what I'm used to. Why is it this way now? And so you start rewinding back the time and you're like, oh, I've been getting taken care of a lot of my life. And some people, they might not have that story. But some people may have had to grow up a little bit faster, depending on their circumstance and their situation. Some people don't have somebody in their corner to help them prosper in life. So they have to grow up on their own, and they even may have to take care of siblings or grandparents or, whoever it is. And then I give credit to those type of people, because that's not an easy task. I couldn't even handle a child on my own. If I were to babysit, I probably could, but if I had younger siblings, that would be a scary task, because I wouldn't know where we would live. I wouldn't know how we would eat. I wouldn't know where I would be able to just do what I need to do in order for me and that other person to survive. Because once you have another life in your hands, it's a whole different ball game. That's why I salute all the parents out there that are my age. I salute people, like I said, that have younger siblings and they grew up together and it was just them two. It's so different, and I see it all the time, and I admire that because you just get into a different gear where it's like life or death. We're gonna make it. We're gonna figure out what we need to do to get where we need to go, and we're not gonna stop until we get into a better situation for ourselves and our own lives. So again, life is just starting to change, man. Like, again, I'm so excited to do this process because it's something that I've always imagined. Again, I wanted it as a kid, but when you're a kid, you don't get that kind of stuff. You have to wait. But I'm kind of glad that I waited and I didn't rush it, and I was able to slow down, go to school, get my degree, find a great job that I love to death. I love working with the Spurs. That's probably one of my favorite jobs because it's so many different avenues you can go, and you have to work your way up to get to that avenue, and the process just gets better and better as you're doing what you need to do. But yeah, man, new apartment coming soon. I can't wait to share with you guys on my journey. I might even vlog about it. I would like to vlog about it. I think it'll be fun to do something like that. I'll even do like a special episode, even on Twitch too. Like, I want to stream that day, or not even that day, but when I get situated and get comfortable, that'll be a big day for me. You know, celebrate with you guys because you all have been on my journey with me and talked about different things that I've been going through. This is the first time I've actually talked about something that's more on a serious level that has to do with my own personal growth. And I'll have more episodes like this. I just don't like to have a lot of my business out there, even when it comes to social media. I mean, on Twitter, I used to talk about all kinds of things, and I think I had gotten to a point where I was like, okay, you really need to stop. Like, just stop. But like, as far as like posting on my story, I don't ever post where I'm going, or I don't ever post who I'm hanging out with. I just like to be in the moment when it comes to loving those around me, which leads into my next point. I've had a couple experiences with some dating. Mind you, I have no problem with people. I respect everybody just like how I want to be respected. And I find myself very much cutting a lot of people off. Like, it's just interesting to me how people can go days, weeks, months without talking to you when you did nothing wrong, and then they come back later and they're like, hey, like, I'm sorry, like, I wish things didn't go the way they did, blah 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 blah, you know, just give me this whole sob story. And I think to myself, I'm like, okay, so we talked, we got into a moment where we were gonna hang out, we go out, you enjoy yourself, I enjoy myself, we continue to text, and then bam, you just ghost me, right? And oftentimes it irritates me. I get mad because I'm like, it makes me overthink, like, well, what did I do? What did I say? Did I irritate this person? Was I not funny enough? Am I not good looking enough? Which we all know that's that shouldn't even be a question for me because I'm a good looking fella. I'm really good looking. That should never be a question for me. I don't even know why I thought that was something that I should be saying because I am good looking. There's nothing wrong with me. There's never been anything wrong with me. I'm a handsome dude, but I feel like a lot of people just don't click with me on certain things. And I don't know if that's because they're looking for a certain type of guy, or they're looking for toxic traits, or they're used to toxic traits, or used to bad behavior that displays the actions of a little boy. And I'm just here to say, like, I'm not a little boy. I'm a king. I'm a man. So I should be treated as such. And once you treat me as such, I can treat you as the queen that you deserve to be treated as. But if you're going to give me half-ass effort, then we have nothing to talk about. You're expecting me to be a certain way when I was raised properly to treat people that I wanted to be treated. I was raised to never disrespect a woman. I was raised to open a door. I was raised to pull out their chair. I was raised to carry their bags for them. If it's heavy, whether they go to the grocery store or they went shopping or whatever it is, why is it so hard for me to just be a simple gentleman And why is it so hard for women to accept a simple gentleman? You want that, but then you take in the guy who's disrespectful and wasn't raised properly. And that's no disrespect on anybody. If you have actions of being disrespectful or talking down on somebody or even calling somebody out of their name, why do you deserve somebody good? Vice versa with women. If you were treated a certain way and that's all you know and that's all you're addicted to, why do you expect a good man? Because a good man's not going to treat you like that. Never. And I should know because I'm one of them. But what are you doing? That's what you like. That's what you like. But don't come to me expecting me to be a certain way when I'm raised in my way and I'm going to be my way for myself, for my own sanity. And if you can't accept to be treated in that manner, then what are we doing? I don't have time to play games. I don't have time to sit around here and twiddle my thumbs waiting for you to call me and text me. I don't care. Don't call me. Don't text me. Next person will. The next woman will. And that just leads me to my point of I'm good, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy. I'm blessed. I'm enjoying my time alone and I'm prospering on my path. That I'm not worried about some relationship that's never gonna work out at the end. I've been through it plenty of times, and it's like maybe God's trying to get my attention that I should probably focus on what I'm trying to get at, because that's more important than me trying to collide my world with somebody else's world, because I may not be ready for that yet. Who knows? Only God knows. But me and him talk all the time, every day, so I know what he's trying to get me to understand. So if that means sacrificing going on these dating apps, so be it. They're already gone. They will be gone and they won't come back because I don't need them. I need to get myself together and make sure I'm stable enough to that point of when I collide with somebody else's world, we can be at peace and have God in the middle of everything, because without God in the middle of everything, nothing makes sense. So for all my fellas out there, for all my women out there, make sure that you guys are in tune with yourself first, loving yourself, praying for yourself, talking to God every day, building that special relationship, so that when it comes time for you to move on to the next level in life and write that next chapter, you don't have any hiccups, you don't have any mess ups, you don't have any mistakes that you create for yourself. You know better, you're willing to do better, and you take the proper precautions to make sure that no matter what, even if this happens, I know at the end of the day, I did what I was supposed to do. And in the great words of John Cena, I earned that sunset. So if you earn that sunset, by all means, relax, love, take the day, love yourself, love the day. But if you ain't earned that sunset, you need to get back on that horse and you need to keep pushing and you need to keep grinding, because nothing is successful unless you work towards it. And that's the bottom line. That's just me keeping it real. I'm sorry. But now that we got that much stuff out the way, let's get into this studio session. Rig it. So, today's studio session. First, I want to say RIP to Mr. Liam Payne. I believe that's how you say the name. That gentleman was on One Direction. And of course, I have only one song by One Direction, but you know, it's always sad when God brings somebody home to his kingdom. It's always sad when don't know the situation of what happened or what may have caused the death, but whatever the case is, whatever the situation may be, there's no more suffering. He's in a better place. He is resting, and I'm hoping that whatever happened wasn't super traumatic. I didn't read much on it. I've only seen certain stuff that may be true and that may not be true. So I don't know for sure. But again, I want to send out love and prayer to his loved ones, and I want to send out love to anybody who likes One Direction or loves One Direction. You know what I'm saying? That's super sad, and I don't listen to them. I don't know their music like that. I didn't know who he was, but my condolences. And man, I just hope everybody in his family is okay and they are able to process the way they need to process and everything that they deal with and how they deal with the situation going forward. And then next, I want to talk about Billie Eilish. For what? I don't know what it is about Billie, but she is a very talented artist. I haven't listened to all her stuff, and I probably never will because I'm not a super fan like of Billie's like that. But I have to say, she has a very beautiful voice. I love the music that she brings to the world, even though some of it is a little scary and I don't listen to it, some of that other older stuff that she's made, but the newer stuff is a lot more upbeat, a lot more happy, a lot more colorful, and it's kind of gotten in my head a little bit, you know what I mean, like in a good way, because I don't listen to her. I don't know what she has, but I did listen to Birds of a Feather and a Wildflower. I think that was the name of it. I'm not sure, but it was just the way that she does her music and the way that she does her vocals and the way that she does everything all together is so creative and so like authentic that it sheds a light on her that not a lot of artists got. You know what I mean? Not a lot of artists sing their own vocals. A lot of them get, help from computers and things like that to enhance their voice a little bit better. And that's not to say they can't sing. I'm not gonna judge because I like to sing myself. That don't mean I sound good. Who knows? I still like to sing though, and I'm gonna keep singing. I don't need a computer. I don't want a computer to help me sound good. But I think that the way she puts all her music together and actually listening to her like live, not in person, but like on some of her videos, she does stuff live, and it's just like it's just mind blowing to me. Like, how are you that talented enough to just be walking on this earth? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's kind of insane. Like, it's crazy. So shout out to her, man. I have to give her props because she can absolutely sing her butt off, and it just sounds amazing every single time. Like, just like how I feel about Chris Brown, how he gets better every single time. She's not even in her prime yet, I don't think, and she's talented. She's super good. So I hope she goes very far. I hope she makes even more music, whether it be something that I like or not. I just hope it just keeps getting better because there's no reason for it to not get better. So shout out to Billie Eilish, wonderful artist, great creative mind. Love to see it. And on to the last topic of the day, movies and friends. Boy, I can't tell you how excited I am for this new Dragon Ball Z anime that just came out. I am a fan of anime. I did not grow up watching Dragon Ball Z. I grew up watching Spider-Man. That was my guy. Still is my guy. Forever will be my guy. Ain't nothing changed about it. But between watching Naruto and watching other animes and watching Bleach and watching this and watching that, first of all, I'm never watching One Piece, so don't ask. It's never happening. Don't care. Not hearing it. But Dragon Ball Z has been around for a very long time. Dragon Ball Z Super was watched recently, and I got to tell you, that's really, really good. It was really, really good. This new one, cannot remember the name of it. It was like Dragon Ball Z Daima, I think. Whatever it is, the graphics look amazing. The art style looks great, fantastic. It almost reminds me of the other movies that they dropped with Gohan turning super duper saiyan. I can't remember what it was. That's how you know I haven't watched it. So I'm hoping I can watch it whatever platform it's on. And then you have like just all the other movies that they created. It's just that art style is super, super good. So it just makes sense and it just looks good. It looks newer to me. Super excited to see that. I hope I see it soon. That is my goal and my plan for the next couple months. It's just to catch up on animes that I have not watched and just be, prepared for the next one whenever it drops. So yeah, that's all I have for y'all today on that. But with that being said, I appreciate y'all coming through. Love y'all very, very much. Don't forget to like, subscribe, repost, retweet, repost again, comment, and interact with me, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a scary guy. I'm not gonna bite you, not through a screen. But yeah, man, I just want y'all to interact with me. We can have fun with this. Like I said, I say it every time. I just hope that y'all are able to grasp something from the stuff that I talk about on these episodes, and continue to grow with me, continue to grind with me, and get better every day. Like I want to get better every day, and get you some merch, bruh. Get you some merch. I know times is hard, but get you some merch. When you get paid, spend a little $30, $20, $25. I can't remember how much it is, but just get on the website, check it out for yourself. Buy you whatever you want. Buy your girlfriend something. Buy your boyfriend something. It's Christmas time, or not Christmas time. It's getting colder. It was cold today, so get you a jumpsuit, bro. I'm trying to tell y'all, them sweaters, soft. I don't have any pants yet, but they're soft. And yeah, man. Remember to love yourself. Remember to love others. And just be great. Be great people. Love one another. Cherish one another. Be great. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.
Yeah, you walking around with diamonds in the street. Boy, you shine. Thought my name is Drake, and I had a couple blind men going to a job. Thought my name is Drake, and I had a couple blind men. Boy, you shine.